Hey everybody, I'm going to talk about something today that came up at the field not that long ago. So I was there with my teammate Chris, and when we're at the field, we tend to, you keep an eye on everybody as far as the safety rules go, and especially this particular day was a pretty big crowd. It was 40, maybe 45 people, so a lot of people and a fair number of new players with, not everyone is always conscientious of barrel covers and the dead zone mask when you're not in the dead zone. So we like to remind people to just make sure you're being safe no matter what's going on, whether or not there's a ref around, just keep everyone honest. So what was happening this time, we were in the dead zone, we saw somebody on the other side of the netting that didn't have, their mask up, and we yelled over, hey, put your mask down. And actually, this is on video, so let me just show you the clip, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Keep your mask on! Mask on! Come on! It's everybody's job to keep it safe, even if you don't work here.
Okay, so that's the clip. So the audio isn't great, but let me tell you what happened there. We saw this person with their mask up. We said, hey, put your mask on. We yelled down the path, put your mask on. And the woman at the next picnic table right in front of us there turned to whoever she was with and said something to the effect of, those people that yell at people to keep their masks on, they should just work here. Basically, the point is like, how annoying are these people being by, reminding people to keep their masks on? And she said it in such a way that it was very clear that she, meant for us, the offending parties, to hear it. So I walked over and said, it's not just the ref's job to keep everybody safe. It's everyone's responsibility when we're here. She didn't like that. She said, well, I don't want you bothering anybody, or bothering me at least. Well, no, you're wrong. And here's the thing. When you go out and play paintball, even if you have the greatest refs in the world, and on this particular day, the several refs we had were all excellent on top of things, being really good. But there will always be a case where there is not a ref watching. And whether or not there is a ref there, it is on the other players to make sure that everybody is being safe. Even if you are keeping your mask on and keeping your barrel covered, and you are not going to get hurt, and you are not going to hurt anybody, that is great. Good for you, keep it up. But it's also on you, the player, to make sure that everybody else is adhering to those rules to the best of your ability. If someone gets hurt, it doesn't just hurt the person who gets hurt. Obviously, it ruins their day and potentially their life. But it also will affect the sport for everybody. We all play paintball. We all know and love paintball. We don't want anything bad to happen to it. Every time somebody gets hurt, it's an opportunity for there to be a bad news story about paintball, for some local legislator to take it up upon themselves to say, people are getting hurt playing paintball, we can't allow this in my district, or whatever it may be. That's bad for everybody, because once these stories get into the news, it ripples outward. Putting aside whether or not you as an individual are doing anything wrong, it's on us, the paintball community, to make sure to the best of our ability, whether or not we have to do so in an official capacity as a ref or field owner or manager or anything, it's our responsibility to make sure that this game is played as safely as possible. Because if it's not, regardless of whether you are directly affected, as a paintballer, you will be indirectly affected, and it will be bad for this game that we all love. So please, 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 don't be like that woman at the field that says, oh, not my problem, those people are annoying when they tell people to be safe. No, safety is everybody's problem, because when there's an accident, everyone is affected, regardless of whether it's you that gets shot in the eye or not. So don't be careless. And by careless, I mean, don't pretend it's not your issue. Don't say, I'm above it, I don't have to deal with it. Take it upon yourself to just keep an eye out. You don't have to be obnoxious, but just keep an eye out. If you see people with their goggles up, remind them to put their goggles down. If someone's in the dead box without a barrel cover on, remind them to put a barrel cover on. Just be conscientious of it and just contribute to the safety of the community as a whole. That's my whole point. Thank you for listening. See you next time.